to episode 1 of Bringing the PortNoise, our pizza bagel-based podcast. All things pizza, all things bagels, all things bite-sized with a cheesy tomato twist. My name's Noah.
I'm Lucas.
And this is the pilot episode of our new podcast.
The PortNoise.
Yeah.
Where we bring you the PortNoise. For this particular episode, being the first episode of our pizza bagel-based podcast, we're only using basic pizza bagels. We have no extra pepperoni ingredients, no anything else. We have 2 ingredients. We got pizza and we got bagel. Those are our ingredients.
In future episodes, we might include some pepperoni, which I'm not exactly a fan of, but I'll make an exception, and I still understand pepperoni. We'll do like hamburger topping. I'm sure there's some other varieties that
there are many varieties. Yes, many varieties. So without further ado, we're gonna get this started with the first batch. While I go pick it up from the store, we're going.
Yeah, that's where it is.
That's where it is. While I go grab it, I just want to say first that I love pizza. Over the years, pizza bagels have faded from my love. From my tier list of.
You've stopped showing them such attention.
Yes,
as what you used to.
there's other pizza that I enjoy more, and I've in my head what I want to do here, at least at the beginning, is because Noah is a pizza bagel aficionado. I want you to help me learn about pizza bagels.
Okay.
And what can make them good. And if you just want to start out, maybe just talking for a minute while I go grab the first box.
All right, so the first thing, and I think it's important to outline this now before we heat them up, is the process of heating them up is actually a well-debated topic. We won't be able to get into too much of that in the first episode, just because, we need to kind of cover all our bases. But one thing to talk about is how long you heat it up for, at what power level of your microwave. We're going to be using a microwave, but
it's just the ease of the podcast.
Yeah,
makes it easier for
I
us
understand. Some people like toaster ovens, some people like ovens, some people, I know some crazy guys who put them in just like a regular bread toaster.
Campfires.
Yeah, charcoal grill, just charcoal, just like in the middle of your living room floor.
Outside in Arizona during the summer.
Yeah. All right, so we've got our first package here. It is your standard Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites. Pizza snacks, exclamation point.
Yep, we got mini bagels here with mozzarella, cheddar, and Monterey Jack cheeses. All on there. Let's get it.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
This is bad. This is foreboding. One of the pizza bagels, there's 9 in total inside the plastic wrapping, inside the tray. One of them is upside down.
Yes. It seems like the plastic could have been a little tighter around it to avoid this issue.
I don't know if I can...
Can you flip it over before? Yeah, see, there's so much room. He could fix it, but that should not be the case.
All right, so what we're going to do is you're going to show me, and by show me, I mean tell me...
Yeah.
Where, how long it's going to be
So, for the sake...
the receptacle.
For the sake of the podcast, we're going to do the quickest variant of acceptable pizza bagel heating, which will be at full power, so you don't need to worry about that. And then you put it in. Yeah. And place it, so it sits on... Is there a paper towel in there, or half a paper towel?
There is now.
Yeah, put it on top of that, and line it up so it lines up neatly with it.
Geometry is key.
Geometry
is key for this.
All right, and then you close it, and then you put it in for 2 minutes and 15 seconds with our microwave.
Sounds like a long time, Noah. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. We can debate cooking it on top of the box.
You put a box in the microwave?
I've seen things on the back sometimes, not this one.
Okay.
But where it says you take it out and then you put it on the box.
What?
And then you put the box.
You put hard paperboard in a box? That sounds dangerous.
It's already paperboard on.
I know, but that's like it's specially laminated for the microwave, right? Have I just misunderstood this the whole time?
I don't know. I mean, on this one, it doesn't say that. It says place tray shiny side up with all 9 frozen bagel bites, trademark, in microwave oven. Obviously, shiny side up is the side that they're in. If you put it shiny side down, they will be upside down and the cheese will melt onto the plate that spins in your microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, they were thinking ahead when they made this. Ingenious people here at Orida, who also make frozen potatoes.
Thank you for that.
It's a very real piece of cardboard we have here.
Yeah. That is true. That is real cardboard right there.
All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so we've got pretty well melted bagel bites.
Yeah, so these are all they all look pretty good. From what I remember, a lot of times the corners will welt almost, like they'll look a little worse than the rest. The plus sign, if you would, of is usually what the best ones you get to pick from.
Yeah, and the center one sometimes doesn't even get hit enough with the microwaves.
Yeah, because you know, you need to technically if you wanted to do it for real, obviously you wouldn't put it in this contraption. You would like put them all in a circle.
Yeah,
Like on a larger plate, so that it's all distributed evenly.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here at the PortNoise, we do unconventional things.
Yes, and we do it for you because we bring the PortNoise to you.
Bringing you the PortNoise.
All right, so we're gonna start. I'm just like kind of reaching my thumbs and fingers underneath the bagel bites, and again, these are Bagel Bites brand bagel bites. And I'm kind of separating the bagel bites from the plate before it cools down so much that they just totally solidify. But sometimes you do it too soon, so you just have to keep up with it. All right, so I think it's time.
Is it time? Are they good enough?
Yeah, I think
All right,
these.
let's sit back down. All right, you're gonna take a corner piece. Should I take a corner piece as well?
I think it's fine with whatever.
With whatever? All right, so I'm gonna take a one. Oh, a little stuck there. All right.
All right.
First of all, Noah, excuse me, while talking with food in my mouth,
Of course.
I am very upset that you did not eat that in a single bite.
It's hot, dude.
I thought it was mine.
I was worried. I grabbed a corner piece. They're hotter.
You were worried. You just admitted that you were worried, though.
Well,
Did you have anything to worry about?
I need to disclose something.
Post bite. Were you worried for a reason?
No.
Okay.
Um,
Disclose something for me.
I eat frozen pizza bagels like that I microwave at least 3 times a week.
Jesus.
And at least 1.5 out of those 3 times, I burn the roof of my mouth when I eat bagel bites.
So 50% of the time.
Well, yeah, 50%
You
of
burn
the
the
time,
roof of your mouth.
I burn the roof of my mouth because I'm impatient.
Well,
In my years, now that I'm 21 and I'm an adult, I feel that I should try to be more responsible and more patient.
yes. Which
And
is
so.
it's a very important aspect of life to learn is patience.
Yeah, so I think that the patience that I put in will reward me in less burnt roofs of the mouth.
Yes.
And for those of you who are not watching the live stream, there's a delightful kitty here.
Oh yeah, shit. Oliver's on the table.
Yeah.
You leaving? You can't eat pizza bagels. That's human food. You are not human. And down she goes.
All right, I'll do this one in one bite.
One bite. All right. 3, 2, 1. So,
Yeah, let's talk about these.
this is not going to be particularly nuanced. This seems very, very basic. Again, 2 ingredients:
Pizza and
bagel.
Yeah.
Pizza and bagel. So
I think it's hard to talk about this without having had 2 different kinds. So we're kind of just going to use the Bagel Bites brand as sort of our control. Compared to the brand that I usually eat, I have noticed, and I knew this already before, that the tomato sauce is it's a lot sweeter.
Sweeter, more sugar maybe put into it.
Yeah, maybe than the one that I'm used to.
So the second one we have here that we're gonna put in the microwave is Harris Teeter brand mini pizza bagels. Same 3 cheeses as before: mozzarella, cheddar, Monterey Jack. So let's get it opened here. Woo! Got a little zip there on that one. And maybe hopefully everything comes up the right way this time.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, everything is looking good. I think this is tight enough that things would not flip over.
Yeah, I think shout outs to Harris Teeter's manufacturer. Yeah. While he's back there,
I'm back here.
he's gonna be doing that. Same deal. Here's the paper towel.
The same paper towel.
Same paper towel.
Same paper towel.
Having a paper towel makes it so that you can carry it without burning your hands. Also, it's nice to, be that much more sanitary.
215.
215.
214.
Oh.
213.
2, 1.
Okay, this is me doing what Noah was doing. What were you doing?
Yeah, just kind of scraping or lifting the bagel bites off of the tray.
Oh, yeah, these are still a little hot underneath. So.
Yeah. Oh, that one looks good.
They don't look as good as the
No, they do
other
not.
ones. No,
this
they don't.
is the Harris Teeter brand.
Harris Teeter brand bagel bites we have here. In direct comparison with Harris Teeter mini pizza bagels. In direct comparison to Bagel Bites. Bagel Bite obviously is not a catch-all phrase for mini pizza bagels.
Yes.
It's trademarked.
However, if we do not refer to one as Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites as that phrase, then we might just be talking about general pizza bagels, similar to the way that people talk about cotton swabs as Q-tips, or I know some people refer to tissues, facial tissues, as Kleenex. It's just kind of taken over the language.
I'm gonna need to drink a probiotic tonight.
Yeah?
That's a lot of pizza. Bagels.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of pizza bagels.
I think we only need to have 2 or like 3 of each, and at which point you'll have had basically a tray's worth.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and I'll just eat the rest.
Okay. Jesus.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
Do you want a probiotic?
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a drink with probiotics in it. Like antibiotics?
Is that what's in yogurt?
Yeah.
I'll just eat yogurt.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
You should just
that's fine.
eat some yogurt tonight
Yeah,
or tomorrow.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it'll help. So welcome to our probiotic.
Welcome to our probiotic-based podcast.
All right, so I guess we should just start on the second one because it's really hard to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's enjoy these Harris Teeter mini pizza bagels.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, I like the bread more. I don't like the cheese as much.
The tomato's a little less sweet.
That may be why I'm. Maybe the lack of sweetness is accentuating the cheese's frozenness.
Yeah.
Being that,
I'm with you on the bread, though. That's actually fantastic. I don't know if I might have had this kind, the Harris Teeter, or I might have had Kroger before. I don't remember.
Kroger, I went there earlier today. I don't think they have their own brand.
I guess it
mini
wasn't
pizza
Kroger
bagels. Yeah. So
So I think I've had this once. but I didn't really remember anything about it, so this is basically new to me. Yeah. I do like the bread a lot on this.
Yeah, no, I like the bread. Like, I feel like it's much more of what it would be like. It's all, I guess, a more firm, a bit harder, but has more of a crunch to it. It's still not crunchy.
Yes.
But, like, it's on its way to a crunch.
It's almost like, it's a lot more, like, normally, like, you don't really pay much attention to the fact that you're holding a mini bagel.
Yeah.
When you're eating a bagel bite.
But this is very much accentuating the bagel.
Yeah. I can really tell that this is some form of bread. Mm-hmm. Almost like pizza crust. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have one more of these. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good.
Not bad. I do overall, and it may just be the sweetness, so far I do like Bagel Bites brand.
Bagel Bites brand more?
More.
I think these are very similar. I don't know. I kind of like both. I feel like I enjoy different aspects about both of them. I like the cheese.
Honestly, I don't expect you to dislike any of these.
No, I probably won't. But there are aspects about both that I like, so I think it's kind of like a tie in my mind right now.
Okay. All right. That's good. I'm going to take one more of the regular Bagel Bite brand. Bagel Bite brand. Before we move on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And with that, we've just to summarize, for those of you just tuning in, right, so for those of you just tuning in now, this is Bringing the PortNoise, the world's foremost pizza bagel-based podcast, where we have just heated up and eaten some Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites pizza snacks, ! 3 cheese.
The 3 cheeses, of course, are mozzarella cheddar and Monterey Jack.
That will probably remain
be a theme.
Yeah.
As the second one we tried, Harris Teeter brand mini pizza bagels, have the same 3 cheeses.
We've come to the conclusion that Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites, which is kind of our control here, and I think we should avoid eating too many more of those so that we have something to cleanse our palate a little bit later. We need the control.
We're gonna use these pizza bagels to cleanse our palate. Is that what you're saying? As we're about to eat more pizza bagels.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's not what a palate cleanser is.
All right. So the point is, for those of you just tuning in, we've had these two. We came to the conclusion that the Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites are a little bit sweeter, but we like the bread on the Harris Teeter frozen bagels a little bit more. And now we're gonna take a quick break, but please enjoy these words from our sponsors.
I want to give a shout out to a few of our sponsors. The first one is Mamacita's International Grill, a Tex-Mex restaurant located in La Grande, Oregon.
Yes.
Walking distance.
They make wonderful water.
From walking distance from East Oregon University. And also very close to Candy Cane Park. So if you are in the La Grande area of Oregon, check it out. Mamacita's International Grill, the Tex-Mex extraordinaire. Also, we are sponsored by Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. For some reason, it's America.
We're back.
We're back. Thank you again. Special thanks to Puerto Rico, who asked me to, because I was Puerto Rico. As if Puerto Rico's just a person.
Puerto Rico just walked up to you and asked you something.
He just said,
I don't even know what he asked you yet.
I just got a memo from Mr. Puerto Rico.
You wear a pager, and you work for Mr. Puerto Rico, and he paged you. What did Puerto Rico say, Lucas?
He said that he wanted me to know that Mr. Aruba and Mr. Curacao were going to be late to our meeting. promote other sponsorships and potentially blocking out the Bahamas. Because the Bahamas brothers are... Alright, no,
All right.
we need to come.
I have no clue what we're going to keep from that.
We might not... You don't have to keep anything.
I'm just going to actually edit out the past 20 minutes and do something in post.
Oh my god.
And just say, and now a word from our sponsors. All right.
My abs are hurting.
Yeah, no, my mouth hurts. All right, we're back.
We're back.
Bringing the PortNoise. Bringing the PortNoise to you. Pizza Bagel based podcast.
And the next PortNoise
This
we're
is
bringing...
episode 1.
Here we are at our PortNoise studio.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to open the next mini pizza bagels
Yes.
for you guys. Annie's homegrown. They have the rabbit of approval seal
Yes.
on their box here. And here's the next PortNoise for you to hear. Well, that was awful. That was the worst PortNoise.
All right. So one thing to note is the little strip that you tear off the package. It didn't tear so well.
Didn't tear so well.
I'm not familiar with these pizza bagels, but I am familiar with the Annie's brand. I've recently, actually very recently, started buying their macaroni and cheese, which I'm a fan of. It tastes a little more real compared to like the competitor equivalent Kraft.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have sort of an organic thing going for them with their brand.
Yeah, it's made with organic flour and tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 cheeses are slightly different.
Oh,
Slightly different.
The mix-ups.
So we have part skim mozzarella, so with less fat.
Okay.
we-
Part skim.
White cheddar.
So is that like 2%?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And then white cheddar as opposed to regular
That's
cheddar.
just a cheddar.
And then just Monterey Jack again, of course. Jack is a...
Oh yeah, look at that. There's no
yellow.
So for
Yeah.
those of you unfamiliar, and for the and
Or orangish.
out of that crowd of unfamiliar people, those of you not watching the live stream video cam,
Surprisingly
pizza
low amount of
bagels-
sugar in this.
yeah, they normally they have little like squares or little bits of like frozen cheese on top of the frozen tomato sauce, and they're like white specks, white cubes, and then there's yellow ones. These are only white. So they've removed one color from the normal regular pizza bagels color palette.
The color palette. Yeah. Oh, we have a little note from Annie.
Oh,
Annie of Annie's Homegrown.
lovely.
Dear friend, my idea of a perfect snack? A carrot, gently coerced from the soil, carefully wiped on my jeans and eaten fresh. My 2 girls, however, have a different snack craving than me, and I have... Wait, what? Have a different snack craving than me. Okay. And I have concluded, so the me and I are not...
Okay.
Like, she's not, like, schizophrenic or something. Is that what that is? There's a multiple
No.
personality disorder? Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, it's not schizophrenic.
I feel like there should be a comma here somewhere.
My cat.
However, I have a different snack craving than me, and I've concluded it is because they are... ... teenagers! Her daughters are teenagers. Thankfully,
Experienced mother.
the simple goodness of Ann's continues to grow. Ann's Pizza Poppers and Mini Pizza Bagels receive the most enthusiastic endorsement of an Ann's product that I've ever witnessed
Are they
from my daughters.
Are these all supposed to be Annie's?
Bye for now, Annie. These are just... It's... This is a real note on the back of this box.
Endorsement of an Annie's product that I've ever witnessed from my girls.
Yeah, that's...
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's...
Pizza poppers.
Pizza Poppers. They also have Pizza Poppers, which I guess are like
Yeah.
what's the
They're
what's
another-
the colloquial term?
They're Hot Pockets.
No. They're the small ones that have like the tomato and the cheese inside.
They're pizza
Pizza rolls or
pizza
something?
pockets?
No.
Pizza rolls? That might be pizza rolls.
Maybe. God, we're awful. We should be prepared.
You know, we are a bite-sized pizza bagel based.
Podcast and not a Pizza Popper based podcast.
Yeah.
I agree. We missed the countdown. So I don't know how well this is gonna go for us.
5.
Oh, these are melted.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, these got melted.
It must be the white cheddar.
Something. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. When we mentioned the corners earlier.
Oh yes.
The corners have been destroyed on these. Potentially due to the extra 5 seconds. No one will really know. Let's see if they're still pretty hot.
Yeah, careful there.
Yeah, I'm burning myself.
Just let it settle.
For the people.
Just let it sit for like 30 seconds.
The people.
That's good enough.
It's okay. I need calluses for melee.
All
right. So is there anything else while we're waiting for about a minute or so for Annie's mini pizza bagels to cool off?
Well, I'm just looking at the appearance of them.
They look very sad.
Sad?
Sad.
Sad that they're about to be eaten by 2 hungry individuals?
No, they just look like beaten and defeated. They have like a darker like tint to them.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from.
All right, I guess we should just start eating it.
Yeah.
Take a big old bite.
So in the interest of full disclosure there, we had some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, but we're back.
I really like the tomato in this.
Yes.
The tomato, I think, is the best part of this.
It tastes like some real tomato sauce.
Yeah, it tastes like real tomato sauce.
Almost like you wouldn't find an actual pizza because they like put their own little stuff in the sauce, right, to make it more pizza-like. This almost tastes like straight out of the tomato jar.
In a lot of like delivery places, they'll do stuff like that. Just because of the way they have to package things.
Yeah.
The way they have to bring stuff to you. But like at places like places up, I guess, up north, New Jersey, New York, that area. Even places down here, like Forget About It.
Yeah.
Or even what's that place across the street from Forget About It? The Italian place.
I don't.
Vivo. Yeah, no. A lot of them they just use this straight tomato.
Yeah.
Nothing else. They just have tomatoes, very specific tomatoes that they'll use. And it's just more about how they cook it and the timing of everything, the process that makes it.
That makes more sense.
Taste as good as it does. But yeah, no, I like this one actually a lot. Got a good crunch on it too. Though I am upset we weren't able to eat these at a higher temperature.
Yeah. They're still warm and then some, but
Yeah.
they're not hot.
I guess I'll try out see what one of the destroyed pieces tastes like. 'Cause the destroyed ones always taste a little different from my recollection. Oh my god.
The one upside
This cheese is like crystallized.
to, because a lot of time has passed. The one upside to when the cheese like flows over and stuff is that you get to scrape the bits off of the bottom of the pizza bagel pan, which I love. I love eating the leftovers out of the corners. That's the best.
And that, Noah, is why you are a pizza bagel savage. I'm confident that were that a little warmer, it would have been my favorite so far.
Honestly, this is my favorite so far as well.
Yeah. So I'm really confident with that. But not to dally. Time for the next one.
Yes, we have one, kind of interesting one. Lucas surprised me with this one.
I picked it up on a whim because I wanted a fifth one, but we have not 100% sure if this is a pizza bagel. It looks like a pizza bagel.
Yes, but it is so similar that the only thing it could lack is the hole.
Yes, pretty much. So these are Red Baron brands
Minis.
pizza minis, deep dish variety.
Deep dish.
So I think that's sort of what they're going
Mini
for.
deep dish pizza.
Let me go. Yeah, these just look like large. Oh, these I don't think these are bagels. I think I made a mistake.
No, it's fine.
Well, looks like we gotta eat them. All right. Let's see if the timing is different. Oh no. Cook on high for 1 minute 45 to 2 minute 10, 15 seconds. So same timing.
I think that this is actually an incredibly similar product. It just simply lacks the hole.
It just looks different.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously, there's a deep dish aspect there. The proportions of bread to cheese to tomato may be different. Lucas's clever ingenuity pudding the Red Baron deep dish pizza bite treats. They are not bagels.
These are not bagels, nor are they bites.
Yeah.
We've already sullied our name as the foremost.
Foremost Pizza Bagel podcast. I think that's fine. No, because in future episodes, I think we're gonna like expand into related pizza-related items, like, for example, maybe pizza poppers.
Pizza poppers.
I think
there's also a large variety of. It's much easier to find different brands doing smaller oven and microwavable pizzas.
Yes.
Than it is to find pizza bagels.
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly hoping that I could find maybe like a larger pizza bagel, not necessarily bite-sized,
but like a bagel size.
Yeah, like a bagel-sized.
Yeah, I think we have talked about and we have plans for like homemade pizza bagels.
Yes.
Doing a couple different varieties with different kinds of bagels from our local
bagel
store. Great place, New York Bagel.
We'll compare it to other. It'll be more focused on the bagel, obviously, than the pizza.
An important aspect of pizza bagels
is the bagel.
Yeah. So we'll mess with egg bagels, salt bagels.
Oh no salt bagels.
I'll do salt bagels.
You're crazy.
Everything bagels.
I'm down with everything bagels.
Yeah. You don't want to do like half a salt. No, all right. We
both
have to eat them.
No, here we go. No, I'm okay with the bottom of it. So now that I think about it,
yeah,
because there's less salt on the bottom.
Yes. No. Yeah.
I'm thinking of like covered as much as like poppy seeds.
No.
Cover like one of those salt bagels. I'm like, you guys are crazy. I don't know who's making that. Why?
And it might be one of those things where like you do it the day after, because when you wrap up a salt bagel, and then leave it there for like a day, some of the salt like gets absorbed into the bagel because of moisture and science.
There's moisture in science.
Yeah.
Not just moisture,
but
science as well.
Yeah.
The science of moisture. Welcome to our science
and moisture-based podcast,
where we discuss all things salt melting into pizzas over time.
All things salt, all things moisture, all things bagel, with a time-based twist.
We missed the countdown again. We missed the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely a little weird. I don't really know what to expect with this. I bought it on a whim.
Oh. It kind of looks like deep dish bagel bites.
Deep dish bagel bite. All right, no, I'm okay with this.
Right?
If that's
Isn't
what we're
that
doing,
kind of what that looks like?
As much as I am a hater of deep dish pizza, and the like,
I'm kind of with you.
Well, we're natives of the Mecca of pizza. Oh, this is hot.
Yeah, we might need to give that a minute.
Yeah, I gotta.
You can wait like 30 seconds before you scrape. It makes it easier.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm all about efficiency. I've been doing this too long. It's systematic. We use a machine, so we need to act like a machine.
Have you ever thought about machines?
Yeah, man. I was working on the topic of machines.
Yeah.
I was working at Office Depot today because that's where I work most days. And some lady asked me if we had a machine.
That was all she said?
She came up to me. I'm sitting there in the middle of the school supplies section between like glitter-covered folders and like pencils. I'm standing there. I'm holding my device. And
did she want a machine that pooped out glitter-covered pencils?
No, I actually. Let me keep going.
Sure.
So she came up to me. She said, "Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Yes, of course."
Yes, of course, of course.
No trouble. and she said, I'm looking for a machine. And then there was like a 4-second pause.
Is she talking about Bert Kreischer? She's talking about the machine?
No, she's not talking about the machine.
The machine. I am the machine.
No, and then I asked, what kind of machine? She said, well, it's a machine.
And that's it.
Did
she look at you expectingly, or was she like saying?
No, she was
she like trying to think of other aspects of said machine?
She didn't look like she was trying to think of more descriptive words, but she looked like she was trying to say like and also or like but I don't think she was trying to describe the kind of machine. And then I asked her.
What did you ask her?
I asked her, do you know what kind? We have, lots of, computers over here. There's shredders over there. There's phones over there. Office supplies store. There's stuff like that. She goes, well, it does machine. And then like she walked away. And that's how it went.
Machine?
It does like machine. And then she walked
just didn't
away.
Finish her sentence.
She did not finish her sentence.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was at Chick-fil-A at like 6 a.m?
No.
With an unnamed individual. So we had just spent the night experiencing illicit substances together. Mm-hmm. Well, along with others. Other
Vanilla
people.
extract.
With other people. We decided, the two of us were like, you know what, let's go to Chick-fil-A. We're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And this was
good place to go when you're hungry.
This was before the whole fiasco with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I lived walking distance from a Chick-fil-A, so we walked to Chick-fil-A, and we were still slightly under certain influences, but it was pretty much subsided for the most part. Yeah. Like it was just like the afterglow of said experience. I did shrooms with a bunch of people. I'll just go out and say it.
Okay.
Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, but I know that violates our terms of service, but it's okay. I'm talking with Aruba and Curacao thanks to you. I'm sorry. No, so we get our food, we sit down, we start eating. We notice there's these two old ladies that also they're similar in the fact that they also got food and they sat down to go eat. So we're sitting in a booth, they're sitting like at a table like next to us essentially. And so we're just talking, we're eating, and I look over and we realize that these two ladies haven't moved since they set down their food. They haven't moved any part of their body. They've just been sort of staring. And like they're sitting like on opposite sides of each other, opposite sides of the table, but not opposite of each other.
Yeah.
So like they're sitting perpendicular, is that it, or diagonal from each other? And what happened was one of them, the second we realized that, one of them got up, took out a bunch of measuring tape and just started measuring the table, seeing like how the dimensions of it, how far it was off the ground. Started measuring the other lady started measuring the chair. She turned the chair upside down and started like measuring different aspects of it.
Okay.
They started just walking around the store measuring things. And for some reason, no one was reacting like this was a ridiculous situation occurring, except for us. We're just like, is this really happening? This has to really be happening. There's no way this isn't happening right now. And then after they stopped, they sat down for a second, they stared blankly some more, and they just left their food and drink untouched on the table and walked out. And that whole process took like 5 minutes, and we're just like, oh, what do we do? Do we call the police? Like, what do we do?
And with that, Red Baron deep dish pizza.
I guess deep dish minis.
Deep dish minis. This tastes a lot like frozen pizza. Like not that you get in mini bite-sized form, but I mean like if you get a frozen pizza that you then put in a regular oven.
Yeah, if you undercook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the bread is not very crunchy. Yeah, it just
tastes like frozen pizza.
It's very average.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bread.
I feel like if you were going for something like this, I wouldn't go bite-sized.
I feel like
this is good. I'm enjoying it greatly.
I feel like it undercuts the idea of it's not really. I guess the idea is like it's supposed to be deep dish, but really it's just it's like a pizza bagel that's like
It's like a bowl.
It's a machine.
Don't do that to me.
It's like it does like machine.
I had to stop working for 10 minutes because of that. I said I'm taking my break. I was actually normally when I'm normally when I'm confused at work and I don't know if we carry something, I go on the mic on our walkie-talkies and I say like, "Hey, do we have these?" And I was about to go before I realized. I was like,
do we have
any machines?
It's like a pizza bagel with a circular wall.
It's almost like a bowl. And someone put
just a little tomato sauce and cheese in it.
Yeah,
it's like a bread bowl.
I almost got the impression that the bread was hollow. Like there's it's almost like a there's the bowl, the dish, right?
Yeah.
The deep dish that holds the cheese and the tomato sauce, and then a layer of bread, and then under that there was air inside of the bite, and then at the bottom of the thing. It felt hollow to me.
I believe that would be because it cooked with the. I'm going to turn this one upside down. You see it like it divots in?
Yeah.
Because that's where the tomato sauce is. So it's been cooking. Primarily, the focal point of the tomato sauce is here. So that part is much softer and has probably been destroyed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It is actually quite good, but it's definitely a different product.
It is not. Yeah, we apologize for unintentionally bringing the people of the PortNoise Nation non-pizza bagel related content on the pilot episode of Bringing the PortNoise.
We have such a following after having just launched.
Well, I feel like it just burns our reputation. Like, how are we gonna?
It's not a strong start.
How are we truly gonna start our pizza bagel baronhood, if you would?
Yeah.
If we are, if we are showcasing products that are not pizza bagels.
Ladies, gentlemen, and others, please excuse us for this error. Since this is the first episode of our podcast, please, we would love to hear your feedback. This is pretty casual. It wasn't very well structured.
We did have technical difficulties as well.
Yeah. We kind of like this casual feel, but please, if you'd like it to be more organized, let us know. We can make adjustments, give us constructive criticism, or just criticism. I like to hear it.
Or just constructive.
Yeah, just give us constructive.
Just give us machine.
Right, and now that we're done with these 4 pizza bagel products, and one of those was not actually bagel related, we're gonna move into we're gonna introduce a segment. It's something that will be reoccurring regular throughout the series, hopefully every episode, and it's called Bricks from the Oven.
Bricks
from the oven. In this sort of sidestep, we're going to be talking about...
In this aside...
Yes, it's actually a soliloquy.
In this soliloquy, Noah will be giving you a short speech on the do's and don'ts of cooking and cleaning up after mini pizza bagels.
Yes, I'll cover a different aspect in each episode.
Starting now.
Hot to the touch. Heat rises to the roof. The roof of your house. No, the roof of your mouth. Don't let it burn. Patience is a virtue. you have to wait 2 minutes and 15 seconds. 15 seconds on top of the 2. That's 2 bites per bagel. Or 1 if you're feeling it.
Thank you, Noah. Snaps all around. So with that, we are going to take one last break before we bring you the final mini pizza bagel box.
Yes.
And we wrap up this endeavor. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
For the rest of Bringing the PortNoise.
Episode 1.
The pilot episode of the world's foremost
pizza bagel-based podcast. And welcome back to Bringing the PortNoise, where we bring the PortNoise to you. This is the world's foremost pizza bagel-based podcast. This is episode 1, the pilot episode. We're trying something new. Please let us know how it's going.
And we have brought you the last box in our first episode. Quality 200% guaranteed. Noah's, at the time before the taping of this podcast, this was his favorite.
Yes.
Lowe's Foods brand mini bagels. Not that quick to make pizza snacks.
Yum! Exclamation point.
It's just called mini bagels.
Yeah, dude. Pizza's in the subtext.
I don't know if I like this. All right, let's open it up. All right, looking very convenient story. So far. All right, I guess with no further ado, I'll just throw it into the microwave oven.
Yeah.
And we'll get on with it. Get on with our lives.
So, one thing to disclose, these pizza bagels have been hanging out in the freezer for probably a couple days now. They're not freshly bought in the past 24 to 48 hours, like the other ones that we've consumed. But since they're frozen goods, that probably should not make much of a difference. So, while it's heating up, I think we should talk about some stuff that we have planned for future episodes that we haven't talked about before. Not just talking about what we're going to eat, but other topics of discussion. I think in future episodes we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of low power heating at longer amounts of time. So I think a standard with my microwave, if I want slightly better heated and more evenly distributed heat for the bagel bites, is I put it down to like 60 power out of 100. I let it heat for like 3 minutes or 3 minutes and a little bit of change. Have you ever done that before, or have you always just done like max power, minimum amount of time?
We need to find something that doesn't make me feel awful as we get towards the end.
First of all, you kept eating them.
They're in front of me!
I told you.
They're here!
Only eat 3 of each.
I only ate 3 of each.
That is false.
No, you're right. They're right in front of me.
And the last thing that we have to do...
And we had technical difficulties.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do while we had technical difficulties?
We
Not
need to
eat food?
The control. We have 2 more. Pretty much room temperature, if not colder.
Definitely colder. As I've taken a bite, these are not room temperature.
2 Bagel Bite brand bagel bites left.
Oh god, yes, this was exactly what I want. I need that. I need that overwhelming feeling of throwing up.
You were so good before the break.
I stood up. I stood up during the break, and that made a world of difference.
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You stay seated.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay seated. We have one last box of pizza bagels that we're gonna sample for you guys. Noah is staring intently at this box. Oh, they look pretty good. None of them look destroyed.
Yeah.
The cheese in the center one is still cold.
Yeah, I think the Lowe's Foods brand
needs some extra time.
A little bit of extra heat, I've noticed, but I kind of don't mind because I would rather have one undercooked one in the middle. It's still hot and the cheese is melted, but it hasn't like flattened out, so you can still see the cubes, as opposed to ones where it's totally destroyed in the corners. So if I'm just in a rush, 2 minutes, 15 seconds, I want some bagels with some pizza on them in bite-sized form with a tomato and cheese twist, then I'll just opt for that.
Excuse me.
You're dying.
Let's do it.
We'll never make it to episode 2. You're done.
Let's do this. Let's eat these. Oh, we didn't prep the...
It's fine. We can do it now.
Okay. Okay, so immediately... Now, my mouth may just be numb to pizza bagels at this point. But...
First, the roof of your mouth might literally be numb.
That is not the case.
Okay.
But... And this is my least favorite.
It's your least favorite.
I hate this.
Okay.
I think something about the cheese and the bread and the tomato sauce. Remember, there was a time before this podcast where we were talking, and I was over here hanging out, and I took one of your bagel bites, pizza bagels. I took a bite of it, and I didn't finish the pizza bagel, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's why I stopped eating these." I'm having that moment again.
Are you?
Somehow, on the last one, which is the one that happens to be in this household, I think it's just this particular brand I'm not a huge fan of overall.
Yeah. The reason why I was staring so intently at this is because it does not look the same as what I'm used to. There is no oregano.
There is no oregano.
Where's the oregano? Look at the picture of the box. Show that to the camera.
I'm sorry I hit the camera. I didn't mean to hit the camera.
That's $80, bud.
I already paid for it.
Dang. What kind of reef was that?
Let's see. The ingredients
I don't know if it's oregano.
Hold up. Guess the first ingredient on the ingredients list of mini bagels. Quick to make pizza snacks from Lowe's Foods.
Bagel.
Yes! Bagel is legitimately the first ingredient. The first thing you need is bagel. Not wheat.
Not wheat.
Not enriched gluten flour or whatever. Not any sort of flour. Not water or sugar.
No, it's a bagel.
It's literally bagel.
Don't you know where bagels come from, Lucas?
Jesus Christ, what, the bagel fucking stork? What are you... What? When a mommy bagel and a daddy bagel love each other very much, they send a letter to Bagel Santa?
No,
And bagels come in the fucking chimney?
No, they're like a root vegetable. They grow in the ground.
They grow in the ground?
Yeah. Well, so I don't know if this is an aspect of root vegetables. That's fine.
I'm done.
But if you cut half a bagel and then you put it in the ground, it'll grow the rest of the bagel back.
So like a strawberry.
Is that what strawberries do?
Yeah.
I thought strawberries... Are they a root vegetable?
No, they're not root vegetables, but it's the same thing where like you cut... Because they're surrounded by seeds. The seeds are on the outside. So you can literally plant a strawberry in the ground and it'll start growing more strawberries.
Oh, no, I'm saying similar to like a potato.
Yes.
You can like you can cut an eye off a potato, like a piece of the potato off.
Yeah.
And you put it in like water or the ground and it'll like fix the potato.
It'll reform the potato.
Yeah, like it's like a starfish, but a starchy food instead.
Are you telling me bagels are relatives of starfish?
Yes.
genetically.
Yeah, actually, the reason why there's a hole in the middle is because just like starfish, they can remove their stomach.
Thank you for joining us on our
Hold on, we need
adventure of pizza bagel unboxings. We hope in the future to bring you many more varieties of pizza bagels. If you have any suggestions, if there are any pizza bagels brands that you wish to be seen on this podcast, let us know. Give us a ring. You can call us at 1-800-PORTNOY. That's 1-800-PORTNOY.
All right, but before we do that, I really just want to hear. I really want to hear.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, like a 1 through 5. I want to hear your list.
Ands. Number one. Ands number one. Hands down. The best.
Actually, we can exclude the... do you want to exclude the deep dish?
We can exclude the deep dish.
Yeah.
Ands. Still number one. Bagel Bites. 2.
Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites.
Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites. 2. In very close contention with Harris Teeter brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Red Baron at number 4. And then, just so I can make everyone clear, I really don't like the Lowe's Foods brand mini bagels. Probably because the word pizza is secondary. Which means that the pizza aspect of their mini pizza bagels is also secondary. Lowe's Foods, step up your fucking shit with your pizza bagels. If you want to make mini pizza bagels, you might want to start thinking about the pizza. You know, I don't even think you thought about the bagel from what I'm noticing here. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. I'd like to make my list, and it's hard to erase history, so this will be with some context of my history with Bagel Bites in mind. But including the results from today, I have to give it to Annie's as number 1.
Annie's confirmed number 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't love the Lowe's Foods ones, but usually they taste better. I don't know if it's just because we had 4 different kinds of pizza-related frozen goods before that. I didn't love those as much today, and they even visually are lacking like the spices on top which are usually there.
No oregano.
I'm
gonna let you know I didn't see it in the ingredients list, so all I see is bagel.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Oregano is technically the last ingredient.
Yeah.
First ingredient, bagel. Last ingredient, oregano.
But you don't see any here, right? It's not there. So I'm gonna put the Lowe's Foods ones at number 2. Just considering their history, they didn't perform today. For those of you not watching the stream, Lucas has fallen asleep on top of the table.
I'm not sleeping.
Lucas has visually fallen asleep on the table.
I am visually awake. My eyes are open.
All right. Even though it doesn't quite fit in the rankings, I'm gonna hypothetically put the deep dish, the Red Baron, at 3 off to the side. So I did enjoy that. It's just not really what we're looking at.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna give Harris Teeter 4 and a close 4.5, but basically a 5 to the Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites.
Well, I'm glad that we can agree that Annie's was definitely the best. It's
definitely the best. I'd love to see Annie's and Lowe's Foods. I'd love to see that matchup on a good day for Lowe's Foods if it can show up. Not drown in pools.
Did Lowe's Foods drown in pools? You still rank them second.
Yeah, I guess drown's not the word, but they came out of pools and losers. So it's just not a good day. It's not still good enough to beat everyone else, Mm-hmm. Mewtwo King can still beat everyone in his sleep, even if he's having a bad day.
I've seen him do it.
Yeah, but when he hits for example, Good Day Mango's Falco, what recently happened, it's just not going to work out. So I'd love to see, Mute King show up and actually beat Mango on FD, but that didn't happen. And I'd love to see Lowe's Foods actually make use of their counterpick to FD.
AKA oregano.
But
do you think oregano was the only factor?
No, I think...
for your decision?
I think having had 4 different kinds beforehand and the fact that the roof of my mouth is numb, that might have affected it a little bit. But I don't really know. Maybe Annie's is truly better. I don't know. I'm starting to doubt my boy a little bit, but I still... I'm hoping.
Starting to doubt my boy. Yo, Annie's was on fire today, dude. And did you see Annie's matchup versus Lowe's?
I don't really know if Annie's is the real deal, man.
You don't know?
I don't...
Dude, are you just an Annie's hater? Like, what, you saw what... You just don't like...
It was just one tournament, dude.
Listen, dude, Annie's beat a lot of people at that tournament.
Who did he beat?
Who did he beat? What do you mean? He beat... I mean, yeah, you have to think about it. That
Lowe's
all
didn't
the people,
show up. That wasn't Lowe's.
Hold up. But you also have I'll go with you for a second that all the people that Annie beat were mini pizza bagels.
Yeah.
So clearly Annie is proficient in the mini pizza bagel matchup.
One of the dudes in the bracket wasn't even a bagel.
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously more people than bagels had to be there. It's not like you're going to run into a bracket of all bagels. Obviously, other things are going to show up at some point during the bracket, but I think that proves in a way that how well Annie did. That Annie's not just good versus bagels.
Annie has 2 kids.
Annie has something to fight for, is what I heard.
Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time,
where we add pepperoni to the mix. Hopefully, Lowe's will come back stronger. We'll bring the oregano and...
Don't sleep on Annie's.
But don't sleep on Annie's is something that we learned as well. You can't sleep on Annie's. I think that was the biggest issue that Lowe's Foods ran into today, is that they slept on Annie's.
Just thought they could sandbag.
Didn't work out this time.
Yeah, hopefully, Lowe's goes back, labs the Annie's matchup, brings, some new tech to the table, oregano, some other stuff, maybe the centerpiece can get melted, and, we'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, and depending on who you ask as well, I think the old school player, the Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites, is sort of on the come up in a way, depending on who you ask. Obviously, you didn't think...
I thought Bagel Bites brand Bagel Bites was washed up. I'm going to say it, and now I'm going to say that I was wrong.
You say that you were wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not washed up.
Do you want to revise your top 5 below Annie's? Do you want to revise 2 through 5 before we close?
No. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night. Good luck. Sleep well. Because someone has to. Tearing down pizza bagel statues in southern states.
Yeah.
Because of what we've done here
That's
today.
What's gonna happen.